cracking a pack here and hoping for the best. Instead, we get this. All right, last couple drafts haven't gone great. I would like to do a little better this time. Let's see how we can enable that. Well, we can first pick Oko. It's also from the Catacombs, but, I think Oko's pretty good still. It is blue-green versus double black, so both casting costs have their degree of difficulty. I also think there's a lot of generic, decent blue cards in the pack. I mean, in green cards, there's Boseiju, Storm Chasers, Oculus, Mystical Tutor, Stowaway, Ballista, Spellbomb, Echo. There's a lot of potential things to wheel. Passing it from the Catacombs, I think that's pretty much the only good card in the pack. Mystical Tutor, if Ollie first picked Time Walk, Ancestral, Flash, Mystical Tutor is a pretty reasonable take, but I don't usually take Mystical until either I have a good target, obviously Flash, Time Walk being the two best. Ancestral is just okay. Or if I'm in a deck that looks like it wants it, like I'm already in a combo deck. Speaking of combo decks, there's a Wheel of Fortune, there's a Lion's Eye Diamond, there's a Polluted Delta. Well, I passed Mystical Tutor and from the Catacombs. I'm not too worried about that. I could take LED. I love LED. I'm obsessed with it. But I could also take Delta. Strider almost never drafts combo. It's worth noting. But Strider also knows that I like LED a lot. So passing LED, I'm not going to wheel Echo, would probably cut Brain Freeze Breach. LED's so good, though. Wheel of Fortune's also pretty good. It's not the best first pick with Oko. I'm going to take LED. I just think the combo potential of LED is very high. Didn't last long, did it? I'm I want to do better in this draft. I'll take an Oko, and then I could take a Polluted Delta. Nope. Lion's Eye, a Diamond. Oh, now I'm just going to take Thassa's Oracle. We're going to take some combo cards here. Oracle, I think it's funny because people don't hesitate to first pick Demonic Consultation, but then we'll just pass Oracle. They're both part of the same combo. I mean, granted, Consult works better with Jace than Oracle does with Doomsday, I think, but this is certainly the start I want to have. So if I'd taken Polluted Delta, I'd probably just take Daze or Probe here, and that would have been a totally fine start, but I like where I'm at here. Oracle, Oko, Lion's Eye Diamond. We got some possibilities. Strider has 3 packs in front of him, so we're about to get some goods here. And basically what I'm kind of gambling on with this pack, with this start, is that pack 2, I can see Breach, Brain Freeze, Demonic Consultation, that kind of thing. So we'll see if that ends up happening. Well, I'm going to take Force of Negation here. I do like Currency Converter, but this looks like a Force of Negation spot. Yeah, I mean, the Oko Daze Polluted Delta start would obviously like Force of Negation quite a bit as well. But I'm happy taking Force. And then here, there's Torsten and Sneak. There's Zagoth Triumph. I think I'm going to take Iteration. Iteration is pretty good. I don't know where I'm going to end up, but I'm just happy with Iteration in general. And then here I take Trop, I think, to go with this Oko over Abrade and Pillage the Bog, but it's kind of hard to cast Pillage without this. All right, here I'll take Spellseeker. Well, I could also take Chain Lightning, because I could also just be Teamer. Obviously, at that point, I would trade these two for Polluted Delta Daze, but, I don't have anything to Spellseeker for yet. Actually, I will take Chain Lightning. This is me drafting a little bit, trying to be a little bit safer. I've already spec'd on Oracle and LED. I don't need to spec on Spellseeker as well. All right. So we do still have a start to a good Teamer mid-range deck. Obviously, with these 2 combo cards that may or may not do anything. Though, LED, this could just be a Breach deck. Oh, there's Doomsday. Let's take Doomsday. I have Oracle. Getting an 8th pick Doomsday is nice. Mark's in this draft. Oh, yeah, he's passing to me there. But he could have taken Doomsday a little earlier. So, all right, let's take Doomsday. Let's just see where that goes. If there was a good Teamer fair card, I mean, I guess there was Ghost Vacuum. I could see wanting to take that, but happy enough doing this. And then here, all right, some decent stuff wheeled. I could take Pyrite, and then I'm on the path to having Auriok Salvagers outs. Same with Ballista, I guess. I could take Oculus. This doesn't look like much of an Oculus deck. Storm Chasers if I get a Time Walk or something. Savannah if I was more of the mid-range deck. Let's just take Pyrite. I think Pyrite is better. And then here, I'll take Taiga because it's an actual duel. I think that's more important. Then Spire Bluff's better colors. I would take Volcanic over Taiga, obviously, but this is still, I think, pretty good. And then here, I guess I'll take Questing Beast. I don't know. Questing Beast could be good in the Teamer mid-range deck, so could have Tracker, I guess. Like I said, the Oracle LED picks are not working out so far, but also pack 1 was not the pack where I expected those to pay off exactly. Oh, I will take, yeah, I'll take Sparas here. I could, oh, I'll take Zagoth. I think, yeah. Yeah, I'll take Terra Sunder. I mean, I do kind of have just a good Teamer mid-range setup. Maybe Domain or something. These are all pretty solid cards. All right. Yes, a Pluto Delta would be great. The days, whatever, but Pluto Delta would actively be really good here. Maybe I'll play Thornspire Bird. Who knows? All right, what do we got? What do we got? Yep, Minsk and... Well. If it isn't me getting what I deserve. All right, well, I mean, I will take Minsk and Boo. I'll be happy with it. And maybe I'll wheel Stomping Ground, Fiery Confluence. Probably not that. Hex Drinker, Treasure Cruise, Consult the Star Charts. These are all options. I'm feeling the lack of a Polluted Delta, but I also think that this is still a pretty solid start. Going into pack 2 here, I have a Chain Lightning, 2 Planeswalkers, a Counterspell, a card draw spell, and then Pyrite and Terra Sunder are okay removal spells, depending on what we see. Yeah, there's Misty, there's Yogwell, there's Mana Leak. I'm just going to take Mana Leak. Mana Leak is awesome. I do like Misty here, but it actually looks like my mana is going to be pretty good. So I think that Mana Leak is a fine pickup. And if I see Brain Freeze or Breach, I can still take those cards and have a good Brain Freeze Breach setup. Well, here I think I'll take Verdant, though. Verdant is a tri-land. I like Snapcaster too, but Verdant is really excellent. So I'll take Verdant and pass. Yeah, nothing of note besides Snapcaster, really. I mean, I would play Stern Scolding, Shelldock, that sort of thing, but okay. Verdant also makes the Terra Sunder a little more interesting. All right, let's get this Questing Beast back in. It kind of feels like this is where we're at now, especially since these first couple packs in pack 2 have not shown me any combo pieces. So Oracle LED Doomsday sadly stranded in my sideboard. Now there's a Demonic Tutor. There's also Arid Mesa, which I think I'm probably just going to take. I don't think I'm supposed to take Demonic Tutor. I mean, it's really good with these cards. I have a Verdant and a Zagoth. Arid Mesa does get all my colors, though. I mean, how far am I from pivoting back to combo? I wouldn't need that much. This is close. The problem is Demonic Tutor is just not that good in this deck otherwise. I'm going to take Arid Mesa. This is going to be one of those drafts where I get punished by both picks, but that's okay. And I don't care too much about Imperial Seal. Persist. Fairy Mastermind looks like it could be decent. There's also Urza's Saga and there's Zernorb. And I even mentioned Zernorb because if I pick up Titania, Zernorb's really good. Urza's Saga is good if I end up in a breach deck, but it doesn't really look like I'm going to be breaching. I think I just take Fairy Mastermind here. I think I'm giving up on the combo stuff. The exception would be if I literally saw Underworld Breach or Brain Freeze. I would still probably feel compelled to spec on that. But taking the Fairy Mastermind there doesn't seem like what I want to be doing. And then here, I mean, I could take Key because, who knows, Time Vault's a thing. I could take No More Lies, which, yeah, this actually could be a No More Lies deck. I have Sparas, Arid Mesa, Verdant. I don't want Ramanop, I don't think. I haven't seen Stripper Waste, but I just don't put that much value on it. I don't want Through the Breach. I'll take No More Lies. That seems fine. Oh, Flooded Strand? Okay. I like Legend of Kuruk well enough, but Flooded Strand? All right, now I can just play cards of any color. The third fetch, I care a lot less about losing Pluto Delta now. And I'm still going to actually take Tundra, I think. I mean, Noble's good, but Tundra now just sets me up to have perfect mana. So now, I mean, I could play all 5. Maybe I just play Terra Sunder off Zagoth and some fetches. But the 4-color part is excellent, man. Oh, Hex Drinker came back? All right. I like Celestial Colonnade too, but Hex Drinker is really good. And sorry, Yogwell, it's too late. It's too late. We're not doing that. I don't think. Well, no, I just don't care about Redirect Lightning enough. I'll take the Yogwell even though I don't really intend on playing it. Here I could take Crucible now that I have those 3, because now Strip Mine becomes a real thing. There's also just taking Arwen. I think I'll just take Arwen. I don't think I want Fallen Shinobi. I don't think I want Nissa. Arwen is maybe a sideboard card because it's at its best against aggro, but it's pretty strong in those matchups. I don't care about Coalition Relic or Revoker. The question is, do I take Greaves to spec on Nadu or take Third Path? This actually just looks like a good Third Path deck. Plus, taking Third Path is kind of like specking on Skull Clamp anyway. All right, well, we did end up in 4-color mid-range. Oh, I'll take Mentor. This now that I have Third Path and Mentor, I could definitely be getting up to something. All right, I'll take the Ramanop here. I don't care about Yavimaya. It doesn't really help me here. It makes fetches tap for mana without having to pay life, but that is not that big of a deal. So I think I'm just going to take Ramanop in case I do end up seeing Strip Mine. And all right. Oh, last pick Eternal Witness. All right. Any Time Walks? Let's see what we got. Oh, man. Haven't seen Manifold Key yet. Saheeli's gone. Tezzeret's gone. Voltaic gone. Alternately, I could take like a Tamiyo. I don't even think taking Flash is all that helpful. What a tragedy. Another instance of things just not working out well, huh? I took No More Lies. The No More Lies is going to be good here. I feel I feel like it's safe for me to pass the Time Vault. That's not really what I'm worried about. Question is, like, if I got exactly Manifold Key, Time Vault would be way better than taking Tamiyo. But otherwise, it's better to take Tamiyo. I'm just going to take Tamiyo. All right, well, I'll take Forcible now over Pyrogoyf and Steel Cutter in stock up. Forcible is just way too good. All right. Yeah, really good pack. So stock up, lose focus, Pyrogoyf, Steel Cutter, Suplex, Metamorphosis Fanatic. Yeah, there's some good stuff there. Lucci would be a really nice pickup. Now that I have Force double Force here. Though, kind of like Dak. I also would like to prioritize taking blue cards. So Emerald Captain's solid, but I like Dak a lot. And yeah, there's a Breeding Pool that I don't really need. There's Sentinel, Aang, Emberwild, Chariot. There's a bunch of cards I would play. I mean, part of the strength of being in this deck is that you can play cards of pretty much any color. I could even play black cards if I wanted to, though I'm less excited about that. I could have been Time Walk instead of Time Bolt. Or I could have just taken the key, but I didn't. I could take Petal, but that doesn't help with Oracle. Or, sorry, LED. That's not the piece I'm missing. I'm not going to take the land. I would take Red and 6 when it wheels. I just have to take either Fractured or Mystic Confluence now. It's going to be one of those two. I kind of think this is more of a Fractured Identity setup. I have a couple counters, so let's take... I think that Fractured is going to have a pretty big impact. I mean, they would both be great. There's also Salvagers, and I have the LED and the Pyrite, but I'm really not that kind of deck so much. Didn't take any of the tutors. Like, I think just taking good blue control cards is good. Yeah, I'm just going to play kind of like, Teamer mid. And here, yeah, I just take Lightning Bolt. Excellent Lightning Bolt deck. I was just thinking I could use a little more removal, so Lightning Bolt it is. Snapcaster would have been nice, but I mean, Fetchland. Fetchland is too good. So, Pyrite I don't even have to play. Eternal Witness has gotten a little better now that I've picked up 2 bolts. It's just good with cheap cards is the thing. Ooh, a spot for Riddler? I do love me a Riddler. Fire Covenant's good, but I have a bunch of bolts, and I'd rather not play the 5th color if I can avoid it. Yeah, I think the Riddler is just going to be excellent here. It's just a good card draw spell. It's also good with the forces. You like warp a Riddler right early, and then you're like, okay, force your spell, play Riddler with no cards in hand. Seems like a good way to reset. VV6. If I had LED, 6 LED, that's not really that much of a combo. There's Stoneforge to get nothing. There's Generous Ent. This looks like a pretty solid VV deck. I don't have like tons of ways to spend the mana, I guess, but honestly I could make an argument for every card in this pack. Honestly, maybe I just take Get Lost. Yeah, that might be more of what I'm looking for here. All right. I'll take a removal spell, and then now I'm taking Mawlock. I do love me an Ugin, but this deck doesn't look like a get to 7 mana deck so much. I don't need Ketria Triumph at all. Mawlock is just excellent. The hardest thing about Mawlock is being red-green. Once you've met that kind of burden, red-green is not the easiest deck to end up in. Mawlock is an excellent card, so I'm very happy picking that up. That's one of the rewards for playing this deck. Oh man, Inner Volcanic came back? Yeah, I'll take that. There's also an archive, but more untapped lands is just great. Chandra and Suplex came back. I mean, I like Chandra with all the forces. I could take Suplex, but I have Bolt, Chain, and Get Lost, Terra Sunder, Pyrite. All right, let's take Chandra. And now this is 17 lands. That's kind of perfect. Pyrite Spellbomb I wouldn't mind cutting. It's a cheap spell for Third Path and Mentor, but I feel like I don't really have anything else. Like, it's not like I care about Delirium or anything like that. So I might end up cutting that. All right, well, not taking the Time Vault worked out, I think. Didn't end up seeing a key. And I passed it in the direction of someone who passed me a late key, so I feel like it's not that risky to do. Obviously, the LED picks didn't really work out. Oh, I will take Sentinel over Chariot, I think. All right, now I have to cut a card. I could cut the Terra Sunder, because then I could also not even play the Zagoth. That might just be better. I don't have any domain things either. I didn't end up with Tribal Flames or anything along those lines. Oh, I love a Bloodbraid, but this looks like a really nice Ren and 6 deck. Ren and 6 just getting back lands is awesome. And maybe I take out like a Questing Beast or something? I'm not sure. This is just not the kind of elf I want to play. Maybe it's fine though. Yeah, all right. I might end up cutting something for this Elvish Mystic. Maybe I cut Fairy Mastermind. Oh, I like Ulvenwald Oddity. I mean, my mana I think might work out for that. Maybe I could cut Mentor and Third Path. Oh, in a generous end, sure. Take that. All right. Solid deck, I would say. All right, so I need to make a couple cuts. Yeah, I think one of the things that was nice about this draft is I tried to draft combo, but I think I pivoted pretty quickly off it, and I don't think it ended up costing me a ton. Obviously, not having Daze or Polluted Delta is something, but that's all. I didn't miss a ton of picks. All right, so I want to play like 16 lands plus this generous Ent, and 1, 2. Did I get a Savannah? Savannah was like the only one I didn't get, huh? I have a ton of untapped Revised Duels. So this is white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 white. Yeah, that seems pretty reasonable to me. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blue. Okay. I'm going to have the chance to add a few more lands. I'm just trying to see where I ended up. And then, oh, I didn't even put an island in. Hold on. 9 blue. Okay, that sounds pretty good. Then for red, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 red. And then for green, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. So I kind of have good mana, and I get to add 2, 3 more lands. So let's probably put in another green, because I have a couple double green cards. How many red was this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8 red. I have a double red card as well, but I think I'm just going to go Island Plains, because I have decent reasons to have all of these colors, and doesn't mean I need to take out a couple cards. So I think I could take out the Third Path and maybe keep the Mentor. No, the Third Path's a blue card. Maybe I just take the Mentor out, because I have 14 spells, and I don't have tons of cantrips or anything. And so now do I want to cut? And I think keeping Elvish Mystic is good. Casting Sentinel, Dak, Oko, turn 3, Questing Beast, Ulvenwald Oddity, and the fact that it only taps for green is a little mitigated by the fact that I think my mana is really good. That's one of the strengths of this deck, is that I just have 3 fetches and a ton of untapped duels and a Triumph. Like, I'm doing just great for mana. And if I end up boarding in the Terra Sunder, I'll board in Zagoth Triumph. I don't think I want Witness or Arwen in the main deck. I just need to cut one card here. I think it's either Fairy Mastermind or Third Path Iconoclast. I think I like having the 2 red 4s. I could cut Chandra. Yeah, okay, I picked up enough expensive stuff, and it eases the mana a little bit. All right, that's a pretty solid deck, I will say. Mark, of course, drafted blue-black combo. I knew I shouldn't have done that 2 seats down from him, but so it goes. All right, time for round 1. On the draw, unfortunately, but, turn 1 Tamiya, turn 2 Mana Leak / Fairy Mastermind is a nice little start. Let's see what we're playing against here. Tapped Mountain. All right, not so bad. Island Tamiyo. And I do want Verdant to get white ideally, so that's Spara's headquarters. The Savannah is the one land I don't have. I mean, I guess that there's a couple lands I don't have, but I have a lot of lands. Okay, red white. Well, I like it less now that, or I like it less now that they look like Boros. Just this hand is not as good against Boros as it would be against like a blue deck. Against a blue deck, turn on Tameo. Ooh, no plays. No, they're killing Tameo. Oh, they're pathing it? All right, I'm not that sad about that. All right, now I'll get plains. And I think I'll just play forest here. I want to get a green source out because of all my double green cards. All right, well, I need to draw some spells now. But getting my creature pathed on turn 2 is not that bad for me, honestly. All right, no plays. I'm going to play the Fairy Mastermind. If they get me, they get me here. They don't have Bowmasters. K command. All right. I guess I'll discard a forest. Oh, deck is nice. Oops. Because I have to tap blue. Leave green up. Probably should have left green up anyway because of a Hex Drinker and whatnot. Okay. Discard a couple lands here. Pass the turn. Really hope deck doesn't die. Since if I hadn't drawn this deck, I would be in a lot of trouble. Land go. I would be quite happy. If I get to untap here, I feel like got to be in pretty decent shape because I'm going to get to draw 2 more cards with Dak and find something to do. All right. That's fine. Inquisition into Hildebrand Manderville. Make a 2/2, sure. Let's Dak. I have red and 6 now too. It's not bad. Okay, Questing Beast. So let's discard 2 lands. Play Arid Mesa. Play Q to the B. Hit. They take 4. And they have a way to kill this Questing Beast. Oh, Flame Tongue Kavu? Alright, that's annoying. Maybe Questing Beast wasn't a great draw. So I don't need double red. So I think... Actually, I should just get Volcanic anyway. I don't want to get Sparas because if I draw Sparas, I might want to cycle it with this red and 6. Alright, so... I need to draw some action here. I guess, yeah, that kind of works. Let's go red and 6. +1. I'll get back Taiga. Actually, I should Dak first. Shouldn't have even played the Taiga. Okay, well, it worked out well enough. So now I'm going to do that. I would have ended up playing Taiga anyway. Moloch for 2. Eat the Hildebrand Mandeville. Now it's gone. All right. If Moloch dies, I lose a Planeswalker, and that would be pretty bad for me. But if Ollie runs out of removal for 1 turn is all I ask, and then I get to untap with both my Planeswalkers, I feel like I'll then be in great shape. We'll see. They have 2 cards in hand. Interesting matchup. Do I have any good grindy stuff? Passing the K command, kind of getting punished for. I'll probably put Eternal Witness in my deck. Maybe Chandra. Maybe Arwen. Yeah, it gets pathed, but it's pretty good against like Flame Tongue and other stuff. All right. And we'll see what I want to cut here. Well, they're not just slamming a removal spell, so there is that. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I only have 5 land left in my deck, plus a Generous End, but Generous End, I would just cast that thing. It would be good. Okay, well, they've now tanked long enough that I feel like they don't have a removal spell, but if they do, it's going to be even worse. All right, here we go. 4th for 3. Oh, I see. Attack Dak, attack me, attack me. Yeah. Block Flame Tongue, keep Dak alive. Return a Tundra. Plus DAC on myself. Yeah, all right. Cycle. This is an impressive set of draws, I will say, where I drew all lands and then I cycled into Ent, whereas a casting Ent this turn would have actually been decent. Now they can kill my DAC. And if they have a creature here, if they have a spell that I can counter with force, then maybe something. Like maybe I can get something going, but Fourth Earlingus is very good. I'll tell you that much. Probe. I'm just going to force it, I think. I don't know. It seems like the odds they have a creature is reasonably high. Trading off my force seems good. They're going to kill DAC. And Retrofitter. No, not the best Retrofitter deck. There's Get Lost. I guess I'll get back Sparas and not play it. And then cast Generous Ent here. That's the turn. Yeah, so it would have worked out better not to force a negation the probe, but felt like this is the kind of game. And then they drew swords. Okay. I mean, I think I'm pretty much just dead now. I guess if I draw something like Quantum Riddler, I don't even know. I don't think that's good enough. Oko. Not against a Retrofitter as well. Okay, kill Ren and 6, hit me for 1, I imagine. Draw off Monarch. Elvish Mystic. Cycle. Fractured Identity. Huh. I just don't think. I mean, I could have battled a little more, I suppose. I don't know. Maybe I get something on there. Oh, I forgot to screenshot. But I just didn't feel like I was going to get that Retrofitter dead. So Terra Sunder kills Retrofitter. I mean, I want some of these things. What do I not want? I don't really want Force of Negation. It counters 4th Eorlingas, but most of the other stuff, it doesn't counter all that well. So, and I don't really like Get Lost in this kind of matchup either. And I definitely want Eternal Witness, and I definitely want Chandra. Do I want Terra Sunder? No, I guess I have DAC and Fracture Identity as ways to kill artifacts and enchantments. All right. And I don't think I need another mountain still. I think I'm good to go. All right. I should have played that out. I was demoralized. Oh, all right. I'll keep this hand. And I think I go Verdant into Taiga, cast Elf, and don't have a turn 2 play unless I want to just run out Witness, but I might run out Witness getting back a land. Oh, I'm going to get Inquisition maybe. I guess I don't have a turn 2 play anymore, but all right, Sentinel. Sentinel would be nice, or Oko. Oko would be the best. Okay, all right. Hex Drinker is actually not nothing. Land. I'll probably get Volcanic with the Arid Mesa, so I'm just going to do this. Pump Hex Drinker twice. Next turn I can play Minsk and Boo or Chandra. So really what I'm worried about is my Elvish Mystic dying, because a discard spell doesn't stop me from playing a Planeswalker next turn. A Reprieve would also stop me. Hildebrand Mandeville. All right. There's the Maul Lock, but I think Volcanic, I'm just going to play Minsk and Boo. 3 counters on it, pass the turn. I don't really care about hitting for 4. I want to protect my Planeswalker. Next turn, I can play Chandra or Mawloc. Elvish Mystic looking good this game, I'll tell you that much. It did the thing. Now they can go like K-Command, kill Hex Drinker, I discard a card is like a reasonable play to make. But Minsk and Boo coming for you. Mind Twist for 2 would be reasonable, but then I would just probably level up Hex Drinker, attack for 8, throw Boo with the Hildebrand, draw 4 cards. I think that would also be pretty good. And my hand is 2 bangers, so I like where we're at. Okay, K command and I discard. I think I discard the Chandra. Because Mawlocking that next turn sounds pretty good. I will not make a token. Yeah, let's go Mawlock, kill Hildebrand. Attack for 4, and then sack. Drawing Force Will means that if I just, well, I didn't draw. Oh no, I did draw a blue card. Never mind. I thought I didn't draw a blue card. Now I can just force their next play, and I think be in great shape here. Hero of Bladehold. Force it, make a boo, and then attack for 12. All right, on to game 3. Turns out Elf into Planeswalkers. Good plan. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I want Terra Sunder. Yeah, I don't think I need Force Negation. All right, this looks good to me. All right, on the draw, got a mulligan this hand, which is unfortunate too, because one of my best ways to win, I think, is just on the draw especially, is just have Force for like a good turn 3 play, and Force on the mulligan isn't that good. All right, I'll keep this, put a Plains back. All right, well, if Ollie doesn't have a good turn 2 play, then I can go Mana Leak, and then, well, they get to see the Mana Leak and the Fractured. Not that you play around Questing Beast too much. All right, no play. Yeah, Luminarch. All right, well, I got a little bit of time to find a bolt here. All right, draw. I'm gonna wait on the Arid Mesa. I don't have any like cool lands to get, so no reason for Ollie to know every card in my hand. All right, well, I got to draw a bolt this turn. I mean, I can eventually fracture this, but that's just not a very good usage of the card. Okay. Or it's not really where I wanted to see it. All right, well, Questing Beast does trade for Luminarch at any size. All right, I need to draw a spell this turn. If I draw a spell this turn, I've got a decent shot, I feel like. Ollie didn't play no land, no spell, huh? All right, well, that is a spell. Actually, maybe I just go third path and then leave up Mana Leak. That seems better. Because if I play Questing Beast, it's just going to get killed immediately with swords or path or whatever. Swords. Now I think I Mana Leak the swords. And then this way I have a blocker. Yeah, all right. I could force pitching Fracture Identity, but I would very much not like to do that. So next turn, drawing a blue card would be decent. I mean, if I have to fracture it, I'll fracture it. Well, he's got a lot of cards in hand. K command, kill third path, and you discard a card. That could be the play here. If that's the case, I might just discard the Force of Will. Certainly does seem like that's what's happening. Oh, wait, no, that was paying some life. What is this, a Metamorph? Oh, Fire Covenant. All right. I guess I'll just fracture it here. 6. Tundra. I mean, I could play Questing Beast, but that's just so bad against removal. If I find a blue card, things could be good. I really don't want Ollie to go land Flame Tongue. They could go K command. I think I discard Force of Will at that point because I'm just on playing these green creatures plan. I don't have any blue cards to pitch to it. Yeah. Fourth for 1? They have Snuff Out or something? Huh. I'll introduce the Monarch. That's fine. Blue card. Blue card is what I wanted, but I'll settle for a Sentinel because this way I get to play 2 creatures here. And Luminarch. Luminarch hit for 3, get the Monarch. And then this also gives me a chance to map token. And if I find a blue card, that's awesome. Land means I got to land off the top. Blue card, let's go. So close. All right, all right. Oh, I should have Luminarch the Elvish Mystic, actually. That was foolish. Now I'm going to get Flame-Tongued. Yeah. I should have pumped this in. This is just working out so much worse for me. All right. I take it, go to 2, draw. Blue card would still be awesome here. Let's go Questing Beast. I really beefed that last turn, though. Attack. Well, if I draw a blue card here or an instant, man, I just cannot find a blue card for this force. This is brutal. Now I'm probably dead. I did mess up though. I basically needed to put the +1/+1 counter on the Elvish Mystic last turn so I could block the Knight. That would have been pretty big. There's a lot I lose to here, so I assume I'm dead. I couldn't not attack though. Animate dead flame tongue. Yeah. That was bad. That was bad. All right, let's try to rally for round 2 here. I think I easily could have lost the game, but I just distributing the counters differently. Either making Sentinel a 4/5 or the Alpha 2/2 would have worked out quite a bit better. And I still think there's a pretty good chance I end up losing because the problem was also that Ollie had been stuck on 3 lands for a while and had just drawn 2 lands, so like had 4 or 5 spells in hand. So I think there's a pretty good chance I still lose that game. But the way I played it, I made it more likely, unfortunately. All right, I will run this hand. I'm playing against Jeskai. I mean, I could mulligan, but I do have 2-drop. I'll probably just play Iteration on 2, just unless I draw something else. Into 3-drop, into some good 4s. Sven is on the mulligan here. Okay, well, and I'll probably have to get Taiga with the Verdant Catacombs, as things currently stand. So I'm going to want to lead on Verdant because I want to play a red-green land on turn 1. If I draw another one, I could maybe play a Moloch on turn 2, which there's not that many things Jeskai would lead me to make that play against, but I don't know. Ocelot Pride type cards would get me there. Mox Diamond. Okay, well, Dak Faden. Ooh, and Fiery Islet is the land you keep. Interesting. Turn 1 Robber on the play. All right, well, I guess the turn 2 Moloch might be happening. Exiled Island. Wasn't a good draw anyways. Third Path. Well, Third Path is nice because now I can play turn 2 Third Path even if I don't draw a red or green land. I'm going to get Taiga because if they exile Taiga here, it's really bad for me. Lightning Bolt would have obviously been the card I wanted to draw, or Chain Lightning. All right, would they hit? Plains. All right. Hit 2 land on Robber. No plays. Tamio would have been a decent turn 1 play because that could have blocked the Robber. And now I'm going to get this countered. Sure. Okay. Well, Robber gets to get in again. Probably not fading it for the 3rd time, but we'll see. Ulvenwald Oddity. Well, it's a 4-drop, so can't cast it yet, especially if Sven doesn't have a land this turn. Land would be really nice here. All right. Land. All right. Now, let's just go with Moloch for 1. Sven doesn't have another counter. Okay, Aura. I have Bolt. And Burst Line doesn't do it. All right, nice. And then now, if we're chilling here, oh, they're going to Burst Lightning it or Unholy Heat it now to finish it off. Yeah, that's fine by me. Now I can play Dak. Oh, baby. Didn't get countered last turn. Maybe Sven could have Spell Pierce, I guess. Remand? Huh. Must have just drawn remand. All right. Well, I'm going to still go for Dak here. Okay. Spell Pierce obviously could have just had and was waiting to use it. All right, well, land? Well, let's go iteration because I would like to hit a land drop this turn. And, bolt in hand. Go get Flooded Strand. I'm going to still not get white mana here because I want to play Tameo and play Hex Drinker and just get more things into play. All right, next turn I can Minsk and Boo. I've got Sentinel plus Bolt. I think we're actually doing fine. We had to get pretty lucky to not have Robber of the Rich steal anything, but I mean, we'll see. Sven has 2 cards in hand. Honestly, with a Bolt in hand, I'm really not that scared of Hex Drinker, Caves of Chaos Adventure. I would really like to draw a land here, though. Okay. Nice. Now I can get planes as well. All right. Or Tundra, I guess, is even better. So let's go Lightning Bolt, Caves of Chaos Adventure. Play Minsk and Boo. Counters on it. 11, yeah, I'll attack with everything. And I'll pick up Forest, actually, is going to be the land. Not playing around a haster here, but I have lethal next turn, so. Okay, sacking the Fiery Islet. Looking good, looking good. We laboriously got our way into there after getting hit by Robber every turn. I don't think I want most of the stuff, but Ollie has Swords and Paths, so Sven might actually be kind of short on ways to kill Arwen, which would be nice. I think Force of Negation? Oh, I didn't take a screenshot of that one. Yeah, I could cut Force. Sven has Time Warp in deck, but everything else I look kind of bad against. All right, I'll cut the Force. All right, here. Oh yeah, this is a fine hand. Turn 1 Elvish Mystic. Flooded Strand can get Tundra. And then I have turn 2 Arwen or Mawloc. And Robert again? All right. Don't love it. So Robert doesn't hit some good stuff. Thornspire Verge. All right. Miss so far. But Elvish Mystic here. Okay, didn't get dazed. So that's a nice start. Exiles. Oko. Ah. Damn. I guess couldn't miss forever. All right, well. Oko's not going to be easy. I get to play Mawloc and eat the Robber, I guess. Oh, wait, does Sven not have a land? Okay. I'm just going to play Mawloc for 0 then. All right, well, could be worse. I thought I was getting Oko'd. I'm definitely down to play this game where I don't get Oko'd. Okay. Something to resolve here. Unfortunately, I can't go Tameo with Mana Leak up. I'll see what I draw. If Sven doesn't play anything here, I'm inclined to leave Mana Leak up. But if Sven plays something I have to respond to, then I might just play Arwen. Again, depend what I draw. Tursa. All right, I guess I am playing Arwen here. Discarding Spell Pierce and not discarding the other card. All right, I got a 13. All right, Volcanic was still a pretty nice draw. Tundra. Play Arwen. 2/2 indestructible, so it can block that Tursa. Next turn, I can play Tameo and have up Mana Leak. Or I could Iteration. Again, kind of depends. One risk with Iteration is if I Iteration and I hit a land that isn't a blue land, I won't have Mana Leak up anymore. Let's just play the Tameo here and pass the turn. And Sven can crack that Islet if you got nothing else going on. No, just chilling. All right. Fine by me. Let's start attacking with Tamiyo here. Seems advantageous. Next turn, I can attack with Tamiyo and then cast Iteration off Mountain, probably Tundra. Still have Mana Leak up. I don't need to play my land first. I even have the Mana Leak and the No Moralize, so playing my land first doesn't seem super productive. You think about attacking with Tursa? There's not really an attack to be made here, I don't think. I just block with Arwen. I'm not sure what goes on after that. Spend on 2 cards in hand here. All right. Attack with Tursa, sack the land. Okay, I'll block. Sting. What is going on here? White Plume. Oh, well, I'll counter that. I see. White Plume was going to untap the Tursa, is maybe the idea. I'm not sure. Oh. Oh. Could just fracture the Tursa? I don't think I care that much about the Tursa right now, though. So let's just go. Oh, I guess I actually tapped wrong, but all right, I'll put Force into hand. And attack with Tamiyo. And I think just past the turn here. I mean, I guess I could have cracked to try to play a Hex Drinker. Seems like leaving mana up is better. Lelia. Draw. I mean, I'm not gonna force it, so kind of root whatever. I could Arwen to trade for Lelia here. Exiled Season Paradise. Because what I can do is I could remove the counter off Arwen and or Tursa, either one. But the thing is, if you remove the counter from this gets a +1/+1 lifelink counter, but isn't indestructible anymore. So I think I'm just gonna take it, and then I'm gonna cast Fractured. I would really like to draw a blue card here. It's also just Questing Beast, huh? Yeah, and then have Force Up plus be able to crack the clue off Tamiyo. I'm not gonna attack with Arwen though. I mean, I could pitch Fracture Identity to cast Force of Will. Obviously, I don't really want to do that, but it is an option. Depends on 3 cards. I don't want to use my clue though, because I might want to use Arwen on Questing Beast here, because if it attacks with a 4/4 Lelia, I might go block, and do all that. All right. Sven gonna start with double red. Right. Duplex the Tamiyo. Okay. That's fine. I could have saved it with Arwen, but I don't think I want to do that. I think what I'm going to do here is probably not get attacked is my guess. End of turn, I'm going to crack a clue. I really like to find a blue card. Any blue card. All right. Blue card found. Land. Fracture Identity on the Lelia. Attack with... I guess I can attack with Arwen as well. Okay, so I guess playing my land first, I did miss out on a land, but I didn't really want to get like miscalced or something. I guess the Spell Pierce is already gone. Can block Lelia, and then I'll just use Arwen, and I have Force Up, so I feel pretty good about the situation. All right, might get a match here. Nice. All right, yeah, we're gonna go with the Arwen play. And I go up to 16. The Arwen sideboard plan worked pretty nicely. Blocked Tursa a bunch, made it so Questing Beast could beat Lelia in a fight, and then now saved Lelia here. And Sven has 3 cards in hand and 4 mana, so maybe 5 mana if they play a land, and then they play something big. I just force it. So we got this one. All right, 1 and 1, 1 and 1. Playing for the 2 and 1. Don't mind that. All right, 4 mana. Whatever this is, I'm gonna force it. Mind Collapse on the Lelia. Yeah. And boom, I even drew the Minsky Boo. All right, time for round 3. See if we can get a dub here. Playing against Sandy on, I'm going to keep this hand. Blue-black. And I think, let's see, how do I do this? I guess I don't have red-white or white-green. So I think I'm going to Flooded Strand for Trop, play Elvish Mystic, and then go Volcanic, Ren and 6, get back Flooded Strand, and assume that that is going to be good enough. I mean, if Ren and 6 gets countered, I could find myself without white mana here, but I don't think... If I go Forest Elvish Mystic, I can't crack Strand and play Ren and 6 and get a land back. And I think getting a land back is just extra value. Who doesn't like it? All right, Sandy molded 2/6 here. I could also get Taiga, I guess. Oh, wait, not with Flooded Strand. All right, yeah, so I'll get Tropical Island, Elvish Mystic. Pass the turn. And I'm not having a No More Lies up on turn 2, but I think that's okay. Ooh, is this a duress? That'd be annoying. All right. Force it. Yeah, I am going to force it. I don't like it, but I think Red and 6 is like the best thing I have going on here. And, oh, well, funnily enough, I drew the Sentinel, which I think I'll still just play. If I didn't force it and Sandy takes Ren and 6, then I don't have No More Lies up anyways. If I knew I was drawing Sentinel, I wouldn't have forced it. But, you know, I didn't. And I thought if I just let Sandy take Ren and 6, it's not that hard for him to play around those counters, one of which I can't even cast. It's kind of how I feel. So Sandy should know I have another good spell in hand. Make that 2. Map. Put Tameo in the graveyard. I don't think so. Attack with the Sentinel. I think I'm going to play Red and 6 here. Hope Sandy doesn't counter it, but if he does, then I have Dak. And next turn I can go... Oh, I don't have quite the mana, but I can go... Dak plus Tameo can flip Tameo right away. Okay. Get back Flooded Strand. And I think just pass with a map token. What does Sandy have? Nothing. Huh. Okay. I feel like he's going to want to play something at some point here. Man, maybe I should have binned the Tameo and then just mapped again. But I feel like once I have Ren and 6 down, I'm going to hit plenty of lands. Helps with this deck as well. I mean, he's got Bowmasters in his deck, but he would have played that end of turn, presumably. Imperial Seal. All right. I guess I don't love that. And I just used my 2 counters. If I could find Mana Leak, that would be nice. I kind of feel like I should have been Tameo, actually. Now, it's going to end up maybe being too slow. We'll see. Draw Tameo. I mean, I can play Dak plus Tameo. I guess that's pretty good. So let's go Flooded Strand. Let's crack Strand. Let's get Tundra. That's +1 to get back Flooded Strand. I could just DAC and not play Tamiyo, but I think I'm just going to map token the Sentinel. Mesa. Attack. And then I go DAC, Tamiyo DAC. The one thing I miss out on here is if I could have drawn Mana Leak. And then I would have had Mana Leak up this turn, but I feel like flipping Tamiyo is a pretty big carrot here. Deck. Okay, he doesn't have the Bowmasters. And I think I discard 2 fetches. Flip Tamiyo plus 2 Tamiyo. All right, well, I got a lot of stuff into play. Sandy did tutor, and he's got Metamorphosis Fanatic in deck, which obviously he didn't get here, but Imperial Seal of Metamorphosis Fanatic can be kind of sweet. It's just passing the turn again? Okay. Well, now I'm just going to try to win. Let's go. How do I do this? Oh, I can get back Bolt twice. Okay, that's how I do this. So let's go Taiga, Questing Beast. Now I have lethal even if Sandy has removal here. Or a counter. I mean, we'll see what he... Okay, he didn't tutor. He didn't do anything right then. So let's go Lightning Bolt. Tamiyo, get back Lightning Bolt. And then I have Ren and Dak, which I don't think I'm even going to use this turn. Well, we kind of got there. He didn't do much. I mean, Terra Sunder is kind of nice against big things. And then I could just put in Zagoth Triome. Probably take out a Forest. Or actually, I could just take out a Plains. I think the second Plains probably... I only have 3 white cards in my deck right now because I even cut the Mentor. Moloch? Moloch's not the best in the matchup. Yeah, maybe I cut that. All right, let's try this. All right, game 2. I mean, against a creature deck, this hand is just busted. Against a combo deck, still pretty good, but turn 1 Bolt, turn 2 Third Path, turn 3 Oko is really nice against like Boros, though I think this is still obviously a great hand. I think the mana in this deck is really good. That is one thing I like. Would have been nice not to throw match 1, or at least give myself a better shot of winning. Because like I said, it wasn't like I had a win on board or anything. Sandy mulled to 5 here. All right, it's going to be tough. But we'll see. No duress. This deck really does bank on its forces. I guess I'll get Sparas with this and Volcanic or something. Or we'll see, actually, because if I don't end up casting Bolt this turn, and I can get Volcanic Taiga instead, and then this can get Sparas. All right. I mean, I'm probably just going to leave up Mana Leak on turn 2 here. Or my turn 2. His turn 3, obviously. Let's get Tundra. Ent. Get Taiga. Draw. Play the Taiga, because I don't mind drawing a land. Pass the turn. I'm giving up the ability to have a third path in play in order to have Mana Leak up here. If Sandy does nothing this turn, then that's unfortunate. Entomb. Oh, I'm Mana Leaking Entomb. No shot. I mean, I could Mana Leak to animate, but I would much rather make it so his animates don't do much else. And also, if he had Life Death, then he couldn't even animate my Generous Ent. And here, do I get Volcanic? Yeah, I think so. That looks like the pick. Into Oko. And make a food. And, well, lands would be really good because I have 2 really good 4s and a great 5. If I don't hit a land, I can cast pretty much every spell in my deck, I would say. Let me see. And Force of Will, I actually wouldn't mind drawing either. Yeah, I can play. I guess I have 1 Ulvenwald Oddity. That's it. Because Riddler I can warp. So it's pretty hard for me to brick here. Given that any land. I mean, I guess Spara's Headquarters is on the low end, because then I go like, but then I still play Third Path and have a Bolt, and then know that I'm going to play one of those next turn. Oko and +2. I mean, Sandy does have Sedgemoor Witch, Chain of Smog in his deck, so there's potential options for that. Oh, what do we got here? Bowmaster. So presumably Sandy's last card is a animate. All right, well, Bowmasters is good. It's, I don't think, gonna really get this Oko. So, okay, land would be nice. Well, force is not bad either. So let's go. This has to for blue, red. Third path. Make this into a token. And I could bolt the Bowmasters. If my theory is correct that Sandy has a life death in hand, then I don't think I want to do that. Yeah, this time I guess I just let it happen. He can take whatever he wants out of those. He could even take the Minskin Boo, but I feel like if I draw a land and I just play Questing Beast, it has to be a green land at that point. That's pretty good. It's not like like my 3/3s are still going to beat past Orcish Bowmasters, so I feel like if he takes Force Negation, I still have Fractured Identity at least, so that seems better. I don't think he's going to take Bolt. Yeah, Minskin Boo. The thing about taking Minskin Boo, though, is it also doesn't put you in a position to really like win the game. Okay, land is nice. I could have bolted end of turn, but all right. That's a nice little 2-1. I think this deck was solid. Like I said, I did start with combo with Oracle and LED, backed off that, I think, pretty quickly. Ended up with a really nice 4-color deck. Look, no Moxes, but having double force does make up for that. That's ways to win on the draw. I also had Mana Leak and No More Lies. Then I had Bolt, Chain Lightning, Fractured Identity, and Mawlock, which, as you could see, was excellent, and Get Lost, which I never really cast. Then some good threats. 2 of the 4-mana haste threats, well, 3 really, Minskin Boo. So 3 4-drops that hit for 4 hasty. Dak, Oko, Ren and 6 as early Planeswalkers. Sentinel's also really nice. Tameo, Hexdrinker, iteration for card draw. Yeah, this deck worked out pretty nicely. Oh, 3 fetches, by the way. 3 fetches and Tundra, Trop, Taiga, Volcanic, and a Generous End, and a Spar. It's like just perfect, man. I don't think I ever really had mana issues. If not, if I did, it was like momentarily. So, solid deck, 2-1 with a mistake that might have cost me a 3-0. Gotta say that's a success and better than my last couple drafts, so we will take it. That'll do it for this one. As always, appreciate you hanging out, and this was a very clean deck, so I enjoyed playing it. I'll be back tomorrow. Some more Magic. I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps out the channel, and you won't miss a single draft.